Hi, everybody. It's meteorologist Joe Cioffi. I apologize. I'm having some kind of wireless issues around here. I'm not sure what's going on, but I haven't had any time to check it. But let's hope that this one works. I'm doing I'm doing a separate live stream because of Hurricane Jose, which is strengthening and has the potential to become a major hurricane. And more importantly, is the fact that we now have hurricane watches up again for the Northern Leeward Islands for Jose. And think about this. This not only would be possibly the second major hurricane to affect the Leeward Islands in just a matter of days, being days apart, but these folks have just been buzzsawed by a Category 5 hurricane. A lot of those islands are cut off from communication. It is quite possible that many people may not even know that Jose is out there and is a real threat. They may not. This is almost a throwback to the 19th century, where folks didn't know hurricanes were coming. I mean, it's hard to fathom in this day and age that could happen, but it may very well be. So maybe somebody sees this in the Leeward Islands where there are watches up, and I'll go through all of that so that you can get the word out. But we do have hurricane watches up for parts of some of the Northern Leeward Islands, and also some tropical storm watches that are up as well. So, I mean, this is a potentially very serious situation that could be developing for the Northern Leeward. So let's hope Jose veers away. But in the meantime, let me just show you what's going on with respect to Jose and I want to focus here on Hurricane Jose, which is continuing to strengthen, and you can see that an eye has developed with regards to this hurricane, and this is very, very important. A hurricane watch has been issued now for the Northern Leeward Islands, and what has made this unique is the fact that, and frightening actually, to be frank, is the fact that with the damage that was sustained across many of the Northern Leeward Islands, it's quite possible that those islands, that many people are cut off from communication. So perhaps this is a video that they might see, and it's no joke here. This may be the only way they get information about this. So I'm just going to do a separate thing here focusing on Jose, but the possibility of a second hurricane and another major hurricane passing through the Northern Leeward Islands apparently is real as everything continues this what seems to be a seasonal thing here that's going on with respect to how these hurricanes are behaving. Everything is shifting west and south as we pass through time. Now, here's the wider view on the water vapor imagery, and you can see the three hurricanes in question. Here's Jose. Has good structure to it. We don't see any evidence of shear at the moment. The amount of dry air to the northwest is minimal. Irma is here, moving west-northwest. Katia is just sitting in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, slowly gaining strength there as well, but no threat to the United States thanks to this deep trough that's bottomed out in the eastern part of the U.S., and you can see the dry air that's flowing over Texas. But this is a potentially big threat here for the Northern Leeward Islands, and the National Hurricane Center has now hurricane watches up and tropical storm watches up for the northernmost Leeward Islands. So you know what? I'm going to pull up the advisory so we can at least specifically look at some points here on the public advisory for Jose. nhc.noaa.gov is your source, by the way. We have Antigua on a hurricane watch for Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua has also issued tropical storm watches for Anguilla, Montserrat, St. Kitts, and Nevis. The Netherlands has issued a tropical storm watch for Saba and Saint Eustatius. Now we have hurricane watches up for Antigua and Barbuda, as we said before. I'm just trying to see if there was anything that was repeated. Okay, good. So again, watch for Antigua and Barbuda. We have a tropical storm watch for Anguilla, Montserrat, St. Kitts, Nevis, Saba, and Saint Eustatius. Now here's the track and the Hurricane Center's forecast track as a major hurricane approaching the northern leewards. And then some weakening may take place because of the expanding outflow from Irma may create some shear here and start to weaken Jose as it turns more toward the north. That is pretty much in agreement with what most of the weather models have done. And you can take a look at what we have with respect to the GFS model here. This is Jose on its closest pass from the overnight run. It brings it very, very close and over some of the northern Leeward Islands. And remember, since the bias seems to be to shift west and south, don't be surprised if that happens again. The European is not that different. Last night's European also skimmed it across the northern Leeward Islands. So we're going to be watching this very, very carefully here during the next couple of days, along with, of course, Hurricane Irma, which we have a separate video for, and you can take a look at that as well. All right, folks, I'm just going to leave it here at this point. Hope this gets out to some folks that might need this information.